Alright, that was the 86 quest, right? Let me see, where are we? Roll quests. Yeah, okay, we're still gotta keep going. Wait, this one has more quests? No, this has the same amount as usual. Okay, let's go ahead and do the next one. Home no longer. There's work to be done, yet Yugiri appears reluctant to take action. Ah, brilliant. If you are come to ask about the blasphemy, I have not to share. As of yet, our shinobi have seen no signs of the beast. The returnees, however, are all accounted for, and Lord Hien has seen them safely to to the Kane-Con. Kien-Con? Sure. As such, he is presently assisting with the hunt. For a blessing, there have been no reports of other villagers turning, and yet, before the situation takes a turn for the worse, there is a matter I feel warrants further investigation. Kisei. Though a villager of Isari, I suspect she may, in fact, hail from my house. Sui-no-Sato, well, I mean, she's like a white-horned Ara. So, like, yeah. Knowing they would be loath to answer my inquiries, I entreated the Kojin to contact Sui-no-Sato in my stead. To hear tell of it, Princess Kurenai has made great strides in establishing stronger ties with the outside world. That's right, because we helped her with custom deliveries. At mention of Kisei, however, their cordial warmth turned strangely cold. Ah, okay. If we are to learn more, I fear we have little choice but to go and speak with the people of Sui-no-Sato ourselves. A simple visit for you, I imagine, but my banishment complicates matters. That said, it has been many years since I left home. Were I to disguise myself, I might well go unnoticed in your company. If you are willing to take the risk, I mean, it's not really a risk for me. Thank you. Let us make for Onokoro then. Alright, let's teleport over there. I always get Onokoro and the Kojin place mixed up. So, like, I think, when I think of Onokoro, I thought it was the beach, which it is. But I thought there's been other times where I've tried to teleport to the Kojin place and accidentally went here. So, Yugiri, I don't know how you're going to... Oh, okay, she's wearing her ARR outfit now. Guess they didn't want to make yet another outfit for her. Although they could have just used the plainclothes one she used earlier. Probably would have fit a bit better, to be honest. Because this still kind of looks like a military uniform in a way. The garments I wore when we first met. Sufficient, I think, to conceal my identity. I mean, you still got the same unique hair that no one else in the game has. How many years has it been since I last saw home? I am a shinobi of Doma, aye. But even as a child, I sought to ensure the safety and survival of Sui-no-Sato. I was quite bold in those days, if not a touch reckless. You're reckless now. Remember how you went and tried to fight Xenos on your own? And together with the other children, I often ventured beyond the borders of home. Oh, how brazen. We yearned for adventure, and so one day, we sought to behold the wonders of Doma. Imagine our horror to discover a city of ruin and ash. Imperial soldiers marching through the streets. We fled at the sight, but in my haste, I lost my way in the bamboo groves. Okay, this is gonna be Hien, where she became #1 Hien simp. It was there I first met a young boy named Shun. Oh, okay. Oh, right, yeah, that was his name. That was his, name that Gosetsu called him when he was undercover or whatever. A sweaty mess as he swung his wooden sword with reckless abandon. Training to fulfill his duty as a samurai, he said. Having seen the destruction of which the Empire was capable, I too felt a need to protect my home. I joined him in his exercises, and every day my resolve to protect those I love grew. Sadly, my elders refused to listen. They were content to remain hidden beneath the waves, and hopefully the Empire's notice. With a heavy heart, I left in search of the strength I believed we sorely needed, and I found it as a shinobi. But I fear the people feared war and conflict would follow in my heels should I return. I do not begrudge them their decision, nor do I regret mine own. Part of me is overjoyed at the thought of seeing home again. Openly defying the wishes of the Ruby Princess, however, would bode ill for my family. They have suffered enough for my transgressions. This is why, for their sake, I would remain naught but a faceless shinobi at your employ. Okay, she's actually gonna put on the helmet? Or the mask thing? Thank you. With that in mind, let us make for Sui-no-Sato. Alright, let's head into the water then. Alright, we're gonna talk to Yugiri again. Oh, okay, never mind, we already teleported. And yeah, she's wearing the full thing. All these years, yet naught appears to have changed since the day I left. Well, that's what happens when you do isolationism. But now is not the time to reminisce. We have work to do. Kisei's departure from Sui-no-Sato was likely decades ago. Perhaps the village elders will know why she chose to leave. Probably wanting to marry someone outside, like, marry a hero or something. Yugiri is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side. Oh, trust me, I'll keep her by my side. She just keeps on not answering my, you know, requests. To leave the area? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no speech bubbles. Let's go ahead and check on Amiable Elder. Kisei? The name sounds familiar, yes. And yet... Apologies, friend. My memory is not what it once was. Or you're conveniently forgetting. Let us seek another. Okay, where do we need... Let's see, up here? Or... Oh, there it is. Cheerful Elder. My, it's been quite some time since I last heard that name. She was a priestess of the village, banished after drawing the ire of a former ruby princess. What has become of her after all these years, I wonder? Please, is there anything else you can tell us? Yungani was quite close with her, if memory serves. Perhaps you should seek her out. Could you direct us towards her? Instead of, like, going back to what you were doing? Mother, I'd hoped to avoid my parents, but if there's no other way... Brilliant. Might I ask you to take the lead like I've been doing this whole time? Yep, gotta go talk to her parents, of course. There they are. Let's look at the dad first. I say, are you not the adventurer who aided Yugiri in Doma's liberation? No, I'm not. 'Tis good to see you again. To what do we owe the honor of your visit? I brought your daughter. Brilliant! Kisei, yes, we were close, but that was a long time ago. Still, if I can be of assistance to the woman to whom we owe so much, I will share all I know. Kisei was born to a family of priests, and even at an early age, she was possessed of extraordinary abilities. Much was expected of her, but everything changed the day she said she could speak with the dead. Oh. Wait, so this has been going on for a while now. Okay. No one believed her at first. but she continued to insist she could, and strove to prove it by demonstrating knowledge well beyond her years, knowledge of events to which she could not have been privy. Word of her talent eventually reached the Ruby Princess, and she was summoned to see Kisei of the Violent Tides for a private audience. Oh my. No one knows what Kisei said to her at the palace, only that the princess was incandescent with rage, and ordered her exile forthwith. Some believe Kisei revealed a terrible secret of the royal house, or perhaps spoke a blatant falsehood that proved her a liar. Indeed, the knowledge she claimed to divine from the dead was not always truthful, but who is to say the dead would know the truth, or not seek to deceive? Thus could we never be certain if her ability was simply a fantasy or a power divine. Very interesting. The one thing that is certain is that no small number of people found comfort in her words. Would that I could tell you more, but sadly, I've not seen or spoken with Kisei since her banishment. I mean, she's like right up there on the coast. You can just go talk to her. Oh wait, no, she's not allowed to leave. Forgive me, but have we met your companion before? She looks familiar. No? Just a nameless shinobi. I believe this is the first time our humble shinobi... You can just flat out... Imagine she does, considering she's... Really? I believe this is the first time our humble shinobi has visited Sui-no-Sato. Actually, I kind of wanted to see how she would react. Ah, is that so? For briefest moments, you reminded me of someone quite dear to my heart. Being a shinobi, I presume you have heard tales of Yugiri Mistwalker. Oh yeah, I think she has. Should you have chanced to meet her, may I ask you to deliver her a message? Tell her that her mother and father love her, that we could not be more proud of her. I will. I have no doubt she feels the same, and not a day goes by without you in her thoughts. Ahem, I believe we have heard enough. Shall we return to Onokoro? Sure. Though I don't know how they don't recognize her voice, and her tail, and her height, and her horns, and her voice. Anyway, just suspend your disbelief. My apologies for placing you in so peculiar a situation. Though I must confess, it did my heart good to see mother and father well. All the more reason I must do all I can to keep the peace, as a shinobi of Doma. No, as a member of the Eastern Alliance. Mayhap there will come a day when the Sui-no-Sato opens to the world. A day when Yugiri Mistwalker can be reunited with her mother and father. Would that Lord Heian could afford the same opportunity. But Lord Kyan and Lady Mina have long since passed, two of too many lives lost in the imperial occupation. I cannot imagine he would ever succumb to despair, but make no mistake, Lord Heian knows the pain of his people all too well. I can see it in his eyes, and if I may be honest, it troubles me at times. Well, yeah, your number one Heian simp, like, of course it would. But perhaps I've said too much. Come, we must keep him waiting. Oh, I'd be able to get to him a lot faster if I didn't have to watch you walking down the dock. Alright, let's teleport back to the Enclave. Wrap up this quest. For a blessing, Onokoro appears to be untouched by the recent chaos. For now, at least. Welcome back. I trust your journey proved an enlightening one. Actually, it did. So apparently she's been lying for like years now, and like she apparently supposedly says she can. But we knew that already. So she does, in fact, hail from Sui-no-Sato. And you say she has possessed these divine gifts since childhood? Genuine or no, the people believe her, and more flock to her side with every passing day. But the returnees are safe in Kiankan, its defenses bolstered. As for the blasphemy, I've spoken with our Confederate allies, among others, and together we will establish a network of contacts across the length and breadth of Doma to take up the search in earnest. Mark my words, we will find it.